Hi, hello, and welcome to the weekly tarot buffet brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today, and I was sent to deliberate the findings. It's the weekly tarot buffet. I hope I said that. I'm gonna deliberate the findings here for the air sign guidance. And this is for the week between the 3rd through the 9th. Sure hope those dates are right. I'll put them on the title. And the camera's weird, so we'll just run with it, roll with it. I'll figure it out later, darling. Let's get in here. Because I've been dilly-dallying around and we're running out of time. Okay, so if you don't know your rising sign, start with your North Node. That's how this is designed. It's just a misnomer. Most Western astrology is based off the rising sign. Like, when you read the horoscope in the newspaper, I'm just not pleased with what the world has put forth with a lot of concepts and ideas metaphysically. I'm needing to separate myself. Not that I want to be separate. Okay. We need to stand on business here, come correct. And I'm not saying nobody do that. My mistake, pardon me. Okay, so we have Five of Pentacles. I'll call up with the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So somebody here is feeling either stripped or they're feeling like changes are being imposed, or they're feeling like things are depleting, or they're feeling bound, stuck in some kind of way. There's a lot of karmic causes here, and there is competition because we have 3 queens out, and this is for air rising sign. If you don't know your rising sign, check your North Node. We might be dealing with the Gemini energy here. Now, since it's the queen, it would be South Node, Gemini South Node, so that would be a fire North Node. Now, to a lesser degree, we can be dealing with, yeah, I'm just gonna say that. I mean, what I'm getting is Gemini South Node. I'm sorry, that's what I'm getting. Yes, there's a Sagittarius midheaven here. They also probably have Saturn at the top of their chart. So that's a small couple of years, 86, 87, 88, you would have been born. So I'm getting somebody who's a millennial here. There's competition and it's ending. There's going to be some ego death and also forced change. Now, it's the same energy. Set timer for 22 minutes. It's the same energy. We're just gonna, excuse me. I'm kind of hot-headed today. Everything's kind of agitating me. And it's totally great. I'm prayed up, blessed up, and I'm actually pretty blissful. So there's some energy that's trying to get at us. So there's some energy that's trying to pull at the loose thread, trying to, grasp the coattails, that's trying to either slow us down or follow us to some place that they can't get to on their own. And so they also don't want to see us leave them behind where they're at, going to where we are. I have been getting this a lot. I've been sensing certain things, and I was trying to get this energy out a week ago, and there was blockages, obstacles, whatever, what have you. I don't even know anymore because I don't care. During this cycle between the 3rd and the 9th, we will be, the sun will be trining Jupiter. Okay, so Jupiter is relevant here. Let's just take a look really quick. Jupiter right now is in Gemini. Okay, well, there we go. Now it's starting to make sense. Got it. Okay. Let mama do her work. Okay. So what's up, Buttercup? Let's see what we got here. All right. So in my opinion, there is an enemy. Now they might be coming off like an adversary, but they're an enemy because they wanted to end something for us, but it wasn't super clear. It wasn't super out there in the open, but it was really competition, competitor. Now, this doesn't have to be a person. So let's just talk about this as an energy, entity, ideology, whatever, what have you. Okay, enemy all the same. Let's call it the other. Just for my students out there, because we are preparing for another semester. It'll come when I talk about it. Usually comes around the equinox or the solstice is when a new semester opens up. Um, how do we know enemy in the form of a person? I never do that anymore. I used to do that because that was I was learning, the spirits were teaching me. But now, unless a queen or a knight, like a prince, or a 3, 5, 7, 9 in the swords, or any five, or the devil, or the moon comes out where the other would be, it's just getting to the higher self. So if in getting to the higher self, there's a opposition, push, whether it's a sword or a wand, push, then it would tell me. But if I'm seeing wands, it's just adversarial energy, which actually means karma. Okay. Karma that needs to be purified is wands, oftentimes dharma, future dharma. Karma that needs to be suffered through, really gone through difficult lessons, would be swords. Why? Swords energy is opposition, wands energy is square, pentacles is trine, cups is sextile. And I didn't round the bases in all those lessons there because come to middle school. And also, darling, um, some of us know other things that others don't know, so we're at different levels of our attention there. Okay. So we have the Death card and the Queen of Wands. So that means we're dealing with an enemy. Let's just talk about it as an energy. This is a stronghold for adversarial energy, maybe even enemy, opposition. And ultimately, they're going through an ego death with this Death card. And it's confirmed here because we have 3 queens. So that would tell me automatically we have, I don't see a party yet. Automatically, it's telling me that, oh, yeah, we have an obstacle, an enemy, an entity, ideology, something, someone that wants to yeah, okay. So definitely. We are chosen. We've actually made it. We don't know that entirely, but we have this divine love of creation, Queen of Cups, and we are a pure, bright, blissful being, air sign, with this Queen of Cups and the Lovers card. The Lovers card talks about heavenly beings, not pure, bright, blissful beings, the eternal beings. These are just people born of God. Now, also, when you see the Gemini energy, it can go negative really quick. It doesn't take a lot to dirty that up, okay? But with the Queen of Cups and the Lovers card, it literally means that we have this innate divinity. And a lot of times people strive to be perfect. They strive to be good. They strive to be seen. They're like superbia. They're peacocking in some kind of way. So it's not natural. They got to lie to kick it. That's what that means. So here, we're naturally, organically, genuinely, authentically, sincerely just divine. And somebody noticed this. We didn't notice that they noticed, but somebody noticed this, and they were doing all types of things, all kinds of ways for who knows how long. We have a bunch of 10s out here. We have a double 10, 10 of cups, 10 of wands. So there's the beings that belong in hell, and there's beings that belong to the infernal kingdom and the eternal kingdom. Casa di Bastioni, that's hell, the infernal kingdom. Casa di Copa, that's heavenly, paradiso, okay, the eternal kingdom. Eternal kingdom is heaven, infernal kingdom is hell. Now that means many different things for many different beings. It just depends on where you fall. However, that's what I'm getting, because somebody here is being stripped. They're being stripped of their divinity. They want it to be bigger, brighter, and better. That's the Queen of Wands. It might not be a they. There was a stronghold trying to lure us into whatever, something that was blocking us from being on that divine path, being on that divinity life, you know, kind of like that soft, easy life. That's what it appears to them. Like we have a soft, easy life. And maybe we do compared to them, relative to them, but in reality, the reason we're so blessed is because we got tested in the fire. We went through so we can go. Does that make sense? We went through a whole bunch of stuff. So now we get to do, you know, all the things that they want to do. We already got tried in those lifetimes. We already had to sacrifice and to suffer and to whatever and to basically surrender to God. And sometimes you lose a lot when you do that. You get stripped of all the things that separate you and divide you from source. And so we got cleansed and purified as the Queen of Cups in the Lovers card. We're chosen and we're sitting in that favor. And this person or place or thing or energy, entity, ideology, all the same, they're not. They're ones, and so they get down by doing that Jezebel, Jonas, Judah kind of energy. That they get to lie, cheat, steal, distract, you know, lure us from the path. They're comfortable being a mistress, a second person, an interloper. They want to be seen as bigger, brighter, and better because they want affection, adoration, appreciation, attention, acknowledgement even, and they feel for some reason they're not getting it, and that's the truth with this Ace of Swords here. So they're feeling disappointed and they're needing to strip us of our divinity. That's their plan. The thing about that is that they're going to get cleared away. They're going to get purged. They don't realize that the cosmic eject button is being hit, and it's going through the entire cosmos. When you see the Ten of Cups, it's the entire cosmos is here. The confirmation with the Star card, and they think the world revolves around them. That's a thing with the Five of Cups, the Five of Wands too, but the Five of Cups, it's not working out well for them. Something's going on here where we need to understand something. They want this seat. They want to be the alpha female. They want to have everything come to them. They want that soft, cushy life. Okay, in order to have that, you need to set that up. If you want money coming in, you need to have the channels that can receive the funds. Okay, if you want to get customers, you have to have a marketing channel. If you want to, you know, get a bay, you have to be out there being seen. Okay, if you want that job, you might need to put in an application, or at least let your friends know that you're looking for a position. You see what I mean? So they might not have done the things they need to do to get the things that they want. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm sensing. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, and it's true. There's some changes that they want to make here, but honestly, somebody's in the spot that they don't need to be in, or there are harsh changes that they need to go through. We have double 5 or double 10. So a cycle is completed. Heaven wants to open up. However, certain people can't be in that spot. They are sitting there as looking like to everyone else like they're the bee's knees, and they're not. Something has successfully taken the energy of that divine feminine, has used that Venusian energy, has used that sacred divine feminine to manifest, and it didn't really manifest very well. You know, when you take a spot that's not yours, you don't really do the best with it, especially if it's divine. A lot of times when you steal a sacred blessing, it gets cursed when it reaches your hand. I don't think they realized that. And there was something, maybe it's not the person, but this energy was able to stay there for a while. It was able to throw off distractions. It was able to create complications for us, basically by slowing us down. But the thing is, when we got slowed down, it cleansed us, it purified us. So we were tested in some kind of way. And that test became a testimony. And here's the thing, if there is another person, because it could be an energy, an entity, an ideology, but if it's an enemy in the form of a corporeal being, they're not even on the vibration where they can realize that we've gone through a lot and we're still prayed up and blissful. Here's another way. You know, a few of your enemies will probably say to our face, maybe over text channel or whatever, hey, you know, you bounce back really quickly, or hey, you must be really strong. You've gone through a lot, or hey, you hear what I'm saying? So we've gone through hell and back, and it's only made us kinder, softer, more loving, caring, and kind. It's opened up our heart. They have had one or two little obstacles and it completely turned them into a miserly bitter. Does that make sense? Because even though they're sitting in our spot, even though people think that they're the thing that we truly are, they still feel discontent. They are not happy. And the thing about the Queen of Wands is they want your spot. The thing about the Queen of Swords is they want what you have. So that's the thing with the Queen of Wands. They would think that whatever we have, they can do better with it. They don't think we stole it from them. They're upset that we were given it. The Queen of Swords, it's a little bit different. They think that they can't get what they want because we have it. It's not like that with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is about how they're seen, how the world reacts to them. They need worship. They need affection, adoration, praise. See, here we're beloved. We're receiving authentic, genuine love. And if it's not from another person, it's the divine. And it's also saying that we're a late arrival. So something's going to be corrected here. And the thing is that somebody knows it and it's not us. We're kind of, I'm hearing late to the party, I just saw the devil. They were able to copy our energy. They were able to do a lot of shape shifting, but the thing is they can't copy our anointing. I just saw the Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands. So this is a demon, a devil. And a witch. They want to be seen as bigger, brighter, and better. They want to be seen as more powerful. They want us to give them our affection, adoration, and praise. And they were expert, militaristic, maybe even brutal and violent. Bigoted, dictatorial, tyrannical even, because we have some negative energy here. The 5 makes this a little bit negative. So we're finally getting to where we need to be with the Page of Cups and Santa Denari. So we're finally prepared to make it, to get there, to la-di-da-di, yada-yada. To be that thing. They were about that thing, but they were never that thing. We're actually ready to be that thing. And there's going to be some moves here. This spot is going to be open to us pretty soon. And honestly, I feel like somebody knows it because we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. Somebody knows changes are on the way. Somebody might be trying to hold it down and it's not working out very well. And so they're calling in assistance, whether it's collaboration, cooperation, competition, maybe even covens, orchestrations, machinations, or they could be calling on divine assistance. But if they're calling on divine assistance, what'll happen is I was just told, I was going to say something else. If they're calling on divine assistance, they're going to curse themselves that way. Okay, well, duh. So whatever they did got them caught up. They're stuck and it can't change. I felt that very strongly. So sorry, baby, you did wrong. So wrong, so wrong, so wrong. And it's too far gone now. You can't get it back. The reconciliation doesn't come from recompense. Unfortunately, they're going to be moved to the Infernal Kingdom. And they're going to get the rank that they got, it's just going to be converted to negative balance. So that's the thing. They stole something from us, and we're going to get that thing, but it's going to be taken from them. So I'm just going to use a number here, and that's not what it's about, but it does help trend. So they stole $40 from us. Okay, their bank balance is now going to look like negative 40, and we're going to have that 40, and it's like that over in the blink of an eye overnight. Now here's the deal. I'm using the number 40, and I just said negative 40 on their side. It's not about the 40, but it's an easy idea. Think of it as a vibration. Okay, now if your bank balance in the universe is negative 40, you get ranking in hell. That's what that means. So if you go negative, it just means you're in hell. That's what that really, truly, genuinely means. Because God doesn't deal in decibels and God doesn't deal in negative numbers. Does that make sense? So fractions and la-di-da, those are partitions. Those are loopholes. That's where the devil lives. Okay. Excuse me. I'm just like slurping on camera here. I apologize. This is lemon ginger turmeric tea with mate. So it's tete. It's sweet, sweet mate. There was ice in there and fruit. I had cherries and peaches. I ate them. I always eat my fruit out of the sangria and never mix it. Okay, yeah. So somebody stole our spot. That's what I'm getting. And to be honest, they don't need to be there. And it's gonna be. They did it very ruthlessly, tactically, aggressively, bigoted, tyrannical. They waged war to get it. And there were collaborations, orchestrations with the two kings here and the Three of Pentacles. They could have even done it through a coven. They were naturally born with some kind of spot, but for whatever reason, they wanted ours. And they did something about it. And so guess what happens now? They just get what they got from us, but they get that in hell. They don't get it in the eternal kingdom. Okay. And so now they want to come through with love, but the love is false. It's I'm being told to read from this book and I don't understand why. Well, the book's not here. That's the thing. So something really strange is going on. I'm just getting the strangest, I'm having the strangest experience right now because something really weird is going on. Certain things have been going missing. And I've been having the sinking sensation for a couple of weeks. So if I call upon the angel of lost objects, I have a feeling it's going to be a difficult week. I'm going to have 3 bookcases in the house. I got to go around. There's like a library in every room, essentially. It's going to take me a minute, even in the kitchen. Okay, so um, wow, something very strange is going on. Very, very strange. Very, very strange. We'll have to use a different book. I was told to go into the Deviant Moon book, and it's not here. So we'll go into this book. So somebody is dull and boring. They have something great about them, but they don't want to use their own gift. They don't want to use their own talent. They don't want to use their own abilities. And they look at us and they look at ours and they're jealous or something of that nature. And it's true with the Three of Cups. They feel like we're stealing or taking abundance from them, but they're not tapping into their own gift. So things are not going to be fruitful for them. There's that Queen of Swords. Like I said, they feel like they don't have something because we have it, but that's not the case. Because how do you become abundant like the Empress? You need to use your gift, High Priestess, to make the world a bigger, brighter, better place. In using that gift and honoring your God duties and obligations, once you do your divine work, meaning your serene assignment, you'll have something left over. And you can actually pray for a little bit more if you don't have enough. And because the universe wants you to be abundant, that's why we're born into the material. Okay, but this person isn't finding their gift. They're looking at our gifts and it's making them jealous. Okay, honey, but you were giving your own. If we have different gifts than you, that means our assignment is slightly different than yours. So they wanted to take our gifts, take our assignment, and they thought that was going to give them what they wanted, but they didn't spend the time, energy, effort, and attention figuring out what their gifts were, so they couldn't find out their assignment. Does that make sense? So whatever they are, they're false here. So when the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse, it's a witch, number 1, embittered, number 2, they're hardening, they're infertile. But really what it is this evil, sinister, wicked, because they're servile, basic, boring, and their work product is mediocre at the very best. Okay? Yeah, they're calculating. Like I told you, they were militaristic. They're ice queen. cynical, fickle, and stable. And they have a dazzling ambiguity, which means that they're a perfect con man. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. Something really, I feel like, honestly, I'm getting the energy of a Page of Swords. Somebody lurking around because they need to set up some kind of con. They're the I mean, in operations, it's called the forward team. So they go out before the package arrives and they prepare. They're the advanced team. I call them the forward team. I was never with Justice or Homeland or Defense or whatever people would think. So I was a different kind of operator. So it's like something here is I feel a con, some kind of operation, and it's one of like espionage. You use tradecraft, not statecraft, not warcraft, not witchcraft. It's tradecraft, like espionage. Okay, and that's what I'm getting. I haven't seen the Page of Swords yet, but the way that this reading works is we go until we have the Ace of Swords, Five of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. So we've had one of the three. And again, on our side, we're blissed and blissful. We're all cute and dainty and airy and fairy and generous and kind, and they're hardened and mean and evil, sinister, and wicked. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to say. So we did need to get some kind of truth. We were kind of stuck on stupid. We were fooled and conned in some kind of way because they seized upon us and exploited us with this Cavalier Disparity, the Prince of Swords, Knight of Swords. Yeah, and so what they did was project illusion at us. They wanted to gas us up, glamour magic, something of that nature. And it is something to be aware of because we have two sevens here. So that's a sign that we were attacked in some way. An alert should have gone off. And we need to figure out what this truth is. We're better than them because they're trying to compete with us. And here's the thing. If somebody's trying to take you down, it means they're already beneath you. They might, okay. Yeah, so they don't like our divinity because my God juice just fell off the table. Agua de Florida. They don't want us seeing, they want to cover us in who we are truly, and they want to even keep us from knowing that truth so that they can be us. So they wanting to masquerade in our energy is what that means. Because we have a very, very high ranking, and we have a very high spot. They want to take our spot because our spot comes with authority, power. Yeah, and so they did project some kind of energy at us. They did have us on an altar. Eight of Wands, Three of Wands is another sign that they're working through a coven as well. And they wanted to tinker, breadcrumb us so that they can get our energy, but then they would use our energy to do their own thing, and they manifested out of it. It was successful for a while, but the thing is that success is ending because God knows, the Lord knows. With the Hangman here, we had to see things from a different perspective, and it did happen with this Sun card. So they were exposed, but our achievement was delayed because there was some type of orchestration machination here, collaboration even, and it was successful. Yeah, because we were born with blessings and they had to go through some karma. So we were born with a lot of dharma and they were born with a lot of karma. Okay, well, that means you were evil in previous lifetimes too, darling. Boom. So yeah, we were contested. We had to deal, yeah, coming into the scene, wherever this person was, we were going to be dealing with evil. With the Tower and the Five of Wands, we were steadily attacked in the perfect way. Now, we could be a Gemini South node. It came out, it's confirmed. This person has a Gemini South node. They could have their Mercury in Gemini. They could have their Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter is moving through Gemini right now. So here's the thing. So the boundaries, restrictions, regulations, the regulatory commission, the Galactic Regulatory Commission is coming through to put an end on this. I don't know, in Europe, it'd be like the Ministry of this or that, but in America, we have like the Federal Trade Commission, we have the Federal Communications Commission, because they're broadcasting out into the universe our energetic signature, and it's not working anymore. Now that we're ready for our own position, we're starting to act out that way, and the universe is recognizing that the right candidate is not in the space. Somebody, one of the lords of karma, asked Papa Bandio, Adi Baba, they asked Daddy where, Sky Daddy, God. They said to Papa, like, hey, that job was supposed to go to so-and-so. We're so-and-so. Why is this mother effer there? That's the person that this enemy. Why did they get crowned to that seat? What's going on? Why are they receiving their blessings? What is going on? Why are they wrapped in that effulgence? It's fake, phony, fictitious. It's because they're a shapeshifter and they've been cloaking themselves in our energy, and they got caught. They finally caught. Or they will be around, they will be by the end of the week. But there's nothing they could do about it either. The death card came out before. So the deliberations already happened with the Seven of Swords and the Two of Swords. The deliberations already happened. They've already hit the trigger. They've already. See, the thing with the criminal world, and this is why crime doesn't pay, and it does, but it doesn't. Because let me just tell you, with the criminal world, you have to be lucky all the time, every time, all day, every day. With the enforcement team, they only need to be lucky one time to catch the racket. And see, that's the thing. A lot of times criminals are caught years before they're arrested. Does that make sense? Like, I don't need to talk about things that we don't talk about here on the channel, but here's the thing. In the criminal world, a lot of times there'll be an investigation like a RICO, racketeering and enforce, a racketeering criminal organization, racketeering involved criminal organization. Like those kinds of cases, those big multiple year federal investigations, or the large scale joint operations, especially like when weapons or drugs are involved, illegal goodies is what that's called. Bad works, evil seed in the universe is what that would be called. It takes multiple years. So imagine being on the radar of God for multiple years and God letting you get away with what you're doing. What do you think is going to happen? You're being given a rope to hang yourself. And hell came out right away. Hell came out right away. And all it did was let the person know that they were caught. The first thing that happened is the person felt left out. And then the second thing that happened is they knew they were caught. They were reminded that they were supposed to live without blessings. And then what they did was get combative with heaven. So basically they became Lucifer and decided to turn away. And then they started collaborating that way. They started championing all the enemies of heaven. So you might as well be Lucifer incarnate. That's what it is. And the devil came out armor. That's what, don't you know? Isn't it written in the record what happened to our brother when he started a rebellion back home? Hello, Revelations. Hello, Genesis. El Dragon. Unless you're from Casa de Draco, unless you're from the Dragon House, why you be like that? Well, why? I'm confused. Okay, so La Luna, the moon. Il Justicia, La Justicia. Oh, okay, so yeah, there's a grand jury here. Because they got collaborations, orchestration. So they have to piece and parcel through the universe that they just sealed. This is a closed school. All grand juries are closed. That's the thing, especially federal grand juries. This is closed. These court transcripts and proceedings are sealed. They're mm. You see, when you're crowned by the covenant, it means that this is all being orchestrated by the Lord. Something happened, Gemini, or excuse me, so I'm talking to Gemini, but any Earth, Aquarius, Libra, Venus in Libra, Venus in Aquarius, Jupiter in Libra, Mercury in Libra, Mercury in Aquarius. There were some things that had to happen on our side. We needed to invest enough in the self, and we did that. It took a long time, a very long time. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. It took a very long time. But we made those investments, and now we get the blessing, the blessing, the blessing, make blessing. Okay. Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, Justice card on our side. And see, they did a whole lot. Remember I said they were cloaking themselves in our energy? First we had the Temperance card, then we had the Moon. Bing, dada, there you go. 7 of Swords as well. Bing, dada, there you go. So it means a false empress who's wearing somebody else's clothes. It would be better if the emperor had no clothes. At least you'd know openly that they were an enemy. But this person's wearing somebody else's clothes. They're wearing garments from the wrong kingdom because they're not in the right spot, but they were born with a spot. You know, there are goddesses that literally go headless. There are goddesses that literally walk around as a widow. There are goddesses that embody certain aspects of suffering. And if you see, the thing with the goddesses, they always cleanse and purify you. There's a lesson there. Once you tap into that lesson, you get a blessing. So their blessing came through loss, and that was part of their agreement because of their previous life. Radha, the goddess Radha. I just say Mami Radha because I'm Budun. But yeah, so the truth, the goddess of justice, the goddess of truth, the goddess of fairness, especially through relationships and filial bondage or congenial bondings, is here. So the universe knows what's up. And my ring just started slipping. It became very loose. So I don't need to understand fully is what they're telling me. And I do, but I'm not supposed to say is what that means. Yeah, so now they're quarantined and we're going through one final test because they don't want us to become angry. They want us to love on this person. They want us to understand that this person must be really far gone, really far lost because they're feeling isolated. They were feeling safe for a long time, but now they're feeling isolated because we don't even care. We don't even. We're not angry. And see, that's part of it. That was the final test. The universe wanted to see if when they informed us what happened, if our heart turned cold, if our heart turned sour. It didn't. Why? Why? Because this person has to lie to kick it. This person needs to masquerade in our energy. This person needs to be fake, phony, fictitious, a pansy, poser, a phony. And they're feeling safe or quarantined. They're feeling wounded as well because they did all that and they sacrificed their soul. to get nothing. Because when they got into that spot, it didn't give them the thing that they thought they were going to get. And that's why when you spend your time, your energy, your effort, and attention chasing after what you think you want, you leave no room, no space, no time for what is for you to catch up to you. So you came into this life and you stole somebody else's spot when you had your own spot. And now you want your spot because when you got into somebody else's spot, you didn't get the things that that person was supposed to get. Well, you got the things that the person was supposed to get, but they got cursed. You couldn't use them. Let me put it this way. If a fish wants to be a monkey, a fish can't climb a tree. Neither can a monkey swim to the depths of the ocean. So if a fish wants to be jealous of a monkey, that fish has something wrong with it. You hear what I'm saying? That fish has an illness in their soul, a sickness in their spirit. You hear what I'm saying? So that's what's up. I need to describe it that way. And we missed a clarification point, so I'm just going to do that now. Yeah, where have you been? Because I haven't seen you around. So God's looking like, hey, baby, where you at? Because this hoe is sitting in your seat, in your spot. I made it for you, boo. What's up here? And then God took a look and it's like, oh, okay, so this little hoe went and collected a bunch of other people, and now we have a whole little cabal of demons sitting there orchestrating, marinating, ruminating, oscillating, and venom, conspiring in hate. Yeah, and this happened a long time ago, and this is the judgment card in this deck. So I was waiting for the judgment card to come out. So judgment's on the way. They're under review. Um, and the thing is, they're really upset still because they tried so hard to get what we have, and they think that they're working our job. But the thing is like, we're still blissful, we're still peaceful, we're still caring, kind, and it looks to them like we have an easy life. Probably not, but that's the thing. I had this happen to me just recently. A liar thinks everybody else is lying. A thief thinks everybody else steals. An abuser thinks everybody else bullies. A good-hearted person thinks everybody else has a good heart. We were bound to a spot. We were obstructed from our place. And this person thought that they can move into our spot. They're learning that that's different. They were already given in heaven. They were already given something. They were promised something already, and they didn't. And it was to learn. It was to go through karma and have an open heart. This person, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, allows their heart to become dirty. So they were given this lifetime to purify their heart, to reach out for the divine, and they didn't do that. They allowed the blockages, the negrita, the nastiness in their aura, the splotches, the parasites, spiritual parasites, they robbed because of their ego. They robbed because of their ego. And something's happening to them for that. Yeah, so a curse is being lifted, a spell is being broken, and they're being granted another gift. But guess what that is? They're being given their rank, but in the wrong kingdom. Because they're sitting in our spot. They're sitting in our spot. This went way over 22 minutes, honey. Yeah, so sleight of hand, underhanded dealings. Yeah, see? they know they look like they don't need anything. They want to be seen as if they're righteous and virtuous and whatever, but actually they're an enemy and they're going to steal more. So they're looking for a new victim is what they're doing. They're going to get really messed up doing what they're doing, because everything that they're trying to steal, it's gonna be cursed. If they do grab onto somebody else's blessings, it's gonna be cursed. They need to understand that even though they did this thing, this ritual, this work, this magic in the past, that they've gone as far as they can go, and this is what's next for them. They've cemented their position. There's nothing they could do. It's stuck. The favor that they had, what they were born with, has died already. They used it all up, and boom, it came right back. It was over. So, you know, they don't understand that. Okay, so everything that they've done is coming back on them, first of all. They can't undo it. And it's stuck. This is they're going to become more and more and more and more and more despondent. Because they used evil magic, and this doesn't always mean evil magic, but it doesn't mean keeping things undercover. It's the King of Swords. Okay. And now they want to come and be loving, caring, and kind, which they should have done from the very beginning. But they are hands. The universe is going to expose what they've done, because they're going to curse them to karma. And everybody knows. They've surrounded themselves with a bunch of fools. But everybody who's somebody knows. Okay. And it's cemented in. Speranza, whatever's to the back of Speranza, it means that that's down pat. And whatever's in the front is what they're working on controlling. So it's, I'm sorry. They're thinking of things that they can do, but it's pipe dreams. The thing that they need to do is keep people stupid, and they can't do that. That's the only thing that's going to work. So it's been an honor and pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me the privilege and the pleasure to do so. If anything I said resonated deeply with you, like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. Today we deliberated the findings from Vertex Italiana. Sorry, I was going to say Antichi Tarocchi Italiani. Maybe we should pull from that deck right quickly. See, something's going on. All the things that I've thought about 3 different things today that are not here. Okay, I retract that. 2 things are not here. My books are missing. I've been everywhere, man. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. So they are projecting more magic. Yeah, this is a witch. This is a witch who is trying to slow down our gift, because our remuneration is about to come with the 6 of Pentacles. Something's going to be made fair, but it's by the divine authority of the universe because of our virtue. We are chosen and they're not. What they're trying to do is get us to do something. They're trying to tempt us to do something that's going to strip us or lessen our reward in the spiritual court system. But the thing about it is, and this is a very used deck, I've been using this deck for 400 years, honey. Of course, this is like my third deck of this one. But this is Antichi Tarocchi Italiani by, I had to say Lo Scarabeo, but I don't know who it is by. There's multiple different versions of this deck as well. It's very ancient, so that's what I'm saying. I have a lot of ancient decks because I'm into that. So we were using the Rescinded Italiani and the Tarocchi Italiani. This is the tower, and it means it's all going to blow up for them. See, they keep trying to strip us of the divinity so that our favor, our fortune can't come back to us. And also but they don't realize that they're walking right into the tables turning on them. So I don't know if every day you take a spiritual bath. I've been getting attacked like crazy. So what I do is I just re-up my protection every day. I pray twice, 3 times a day. I take spiritual baths every day. And the thing that I had to start doing was waking up in the morning and dancing in my underwear, just to make sure I start my day with massive amounts of joy. So we need to be in that space, laughing at the enemy, killing them with kindness, because they're trying to get more dirt on us, because we're about to go to spiritual court. Our case is about to go before the Lord, where a lot's been adjudicated already, but they're about to have the sentencing hearing, meaning they're going to get what they get. Does that make sense? They've already been found guilty, but they're about to get charged with something. I mean, not charged with something, they're about to be sentenced with something. And see, the Eight of Wands, they're about to get, the arraignment is about to happen. And that's what's up. Like, I'm using different words here. They've already been arraigned, but they haven't been sentenced. If that makes any sense. So what Spirit has done is tested us to see if our heart was going to get any more impure, and we're safe. If we don't make changes, we're fine. If we do make changes, it shouldn't be vengeful changes. We're probably dealing with a Libra or Libra rising here. It's because we're already the thing that they tried to steal from us. And it's not working. They're trying to lower energy or steal our divinity a little bit, or does that make sense? They want to make sure that we can't get as much when we go to court. And it's not a court in this land. Does that make sense? It's a divine court, a spiritual court. We're going to spiritual court because they're contesting our gift. They're contesting our inheritance. The Emperor, Empress, they think that they should get a piece of what we're getting. And what it is we have a spot for wands. We have a spot that they've been assigned to because they stole. They hid themselves in our energy. But really they were a crab in a bucket. They were at the bottom of the barrel. They were petty, basic, jealous. Because we have a bigger, brighter, and better future than they do. We might also be dealing with an Aquarius sun here. Somebody might have the sun in the 3rd house. If they're Sagittarius rising, that would be an Aquarius sun. We do have the Sagittarius and Aquarius card here. And it's love and hate. They really want to be us. It's not just that they want our life. They don't like the life that they were given. But that's how it goes. That's what the universe thought was best because of things that they've done in previous lifetimes. They were supposed to come to this lifetime and learn a lesson, and it would have been difficult for them. I have this happen a lot. People that are on a more of a karmic life, which just means that they go through, they're going to get damned to hell, eternal damnation, period, point blank, end story. So I release you, I revoke you, I rebuke you, I repel you, I reject you. I repel, I repel, I repel, I rebuke, I rebuke, I rebuke. Okay, and that's what's going on. See, now we know the whole thing, that the Page of Pentacles is prepared, and it also means that in the divination of the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles come out close together, we've learned everything we need to learn here. Okay, so in the near future, we're going to be put back in our spot because that's what we deserve. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. If anything I said resonated deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. And darling, take good care, okay? Bye-bye.